What's going on, everybody? Today has been very interesting, very interestingly terrible, and I have a lot of pent-up aggression. The only cure for it is roasting Dragon Ball fanboys. The only cure. That's the only cure I have. It's the only cure I can think of anyway. It'll have to do today because it just today's been crap, and I've had a lot of not good days. The only cure is roasting Eobard. He's on the list today to be roasted. Um, there are gonna be others, but he's on the list. I've already gotten inspired by the myth, by the legend, by NBA. Him coming back to YouTube, that got me all excited. So I'm just gonna give a tribute to that by roasting, by doing what I used to do best. That's how I got the subscribers I got now. By roasting Dragon Ball and the fanboys. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Here we have Eobard 101. We're just gonna call him Eobard. We know what his real name is, but we don't care. We're gonna call him Eobard because that's what we're doing. I'm uh, not copying NBA, but I'm in the server and I'm part of the crew, so that's what we do. So I mean, it is what it is. So that's what we're doing today. Cause I mean, hell, today's just been really a real shit show. So that's what we're gonna do today. Three, two, one, let's go.
Very interesting that no matter which continuity you decide to go with, whether it be Dragon Ball GT or Dragon Ball Super, in both those shows, Vegeta skipped Super Saiyan 3 before he got a.
By the way, this is called Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Explained. Why is he doing this again for the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth time? I have no freaking idea. But we're gonna watch it today because I mean, I just want to trash talk it. I just want to do it. I want to trash talk him. I want to trash talk the video. I'm just taking a dump on his content because it sucks. Okay, let's continue.
Higher form. With Super, of course, it was the God forms, and by the time Vegeta got to that level, Super Saiyan 3 had become obsolete. Now, courtesy of Dragon Ball Daima,
Which is a heaping, steaming pile of garbage.
Vegeta now has access to.
Look at and when this is the form I criticize. When I criticize it, people thought something was seriously wrong with me. How could you not like it? Look at this. They turned Vegeta into a kid and then gave him Super Saiyan 3 as a kid. And then look at the form. The form is garbage. It's garbage, by the way. It's really garbage. They could have gave him the actual Super Saiyan 3 transformation. If you're going to do it, at least do it right. If you're gonna shoehorn a transformation in that's bullcrap, at least do it right. At least do it right. And he's Super Saiyan. He did this 2 months ago. He did this video 2 months ago. Why are we doing it again? Why are we doing it? He did it last month. He did a video like this last month. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Explained. He did one a month before that. Why are you doing the same thing every month? What is wrong with you? Are you that desperate for content where you have to? It's another video I got to do too. That where he's claiming he has a question mark in there, but he says super has something to do with super returning. What a dweeb.
Super Saiyan 3. Was this the first Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta? And what
Who cares? Why are we doing this?
led to Toriyama finally, after all these years, gifting Vegeta the one Super Saiyan transformation he was.
And it looks like garbage. Look at this. Why is the hair like that? Oh, then when you try to criticize it, that was his original form. That's the original design of Super Saiyan 3. Just stop. Just stop it. Why don't you just give him the form? Why don't you? They still didn't do it. Finally, when you give Vegeta Super Saiyan 3, you still do a crap job at it. You still do you just still take a dump on it. And why are we bringing up Daima? Daima's just so god awful.
unable to attain Super Saiyan 3. We'll discuss what led to it and why Vegeta stopped using Super Saiyan 3.
Why do we have to discuss it? We all know why he didn't use it. He never used it because he never had it into this trash heap of a show, Dragon Ball Daima. Dragon Ball suck my balls.
On this video, and by the time you finish this video all the way at the end, you will know everything.
We will not give a. We still won't give a crap. We still won't know anything because this form wasn't even explained in the show. Vegeta didn't even want to claim it. He said Ultra Vegeta Omega 1 some crap because he was embarrassed.
What is this?
We'll know everything. What is there to know? It's Super Saiyan 3.
Some sort of Super Saiyan bargain basement sale.
Your father knows about saving money. Everything I'm wearing, I've had since boot camp.
And I just say,
Don't care.
Is he right? Are there really too many Super Saiyans? And
Yeah, it is. Especially if you're going to be talking about Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta for 23 minutes.
is that really a bad thing? Brand new to the Geekdom 101 merchandise.
No, I'm not doing this. Where's the... Let's go back to the thing. We're not doing this.
Loved ones today.
No.
On December 27th of 2024, Dragon Ball Daima episode 12 aired for the first time, called True Strength. And this was the episode where we first witnessed in the series Super Saiyan.
Well, y'all witnessed it. I didn't watch this garbage. I just saw cutscenes from the thing because I didn't bother watching it. It was just a heaping pile of trash, so I didn't even waste my time watching the garbage. Oh, it's on Netflix. You can watch it. If you tune back when they start Super back, you're gonna be confused. Shut up. I'm not watching this or Super when it comes. I might watch Super so I can roast it, but this I didn't even bother watching it. It was so bad I didn't even bother watching it all. I watched some episodes. I just couldn't do it anymore. I told my followers that I was gonna review it and watch it. I just couldn't bring myself to even do it. It was just so horrible. I mean, like I said, Dragon Ball Evolution is better than this. I couldn't bring myself to watch it. It was so terrible. I mean, they have a lot of flashy shows and mirrors and crap, but I just can't.
And 3 Vegeta and his battle with Tamagami 2. But just because this was the first time that we saw it in an anime does not mean that the story began here. No,
it began in some fan-made in some video games and other crap that was not canon. So why are we talking about this for 23 minutes? It's just milking. That's all it is milking and grifting.
my friends, the story of how Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta actually
We already know how it happened. Why we have to go through this?
became a reality began 30 years prior in 1994.
When did Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta appear in 1994? I would like to know. Sir Eobard's a lot.
As Toriyama was writing the early to middle portions of the Majin Buu saga in the manga, he got to a point where Goku would challenge Buu to a battle. Having just had Vegeta sacrifice himself in an attempt to wipe out Buu, he knew that the power that we'd seen on display up until that point wasn't enough. He made Majin Buu a real terror, and thus it was decided that the only way for Goku to even remotely stand a chance.
But wait a minute. I thought we was talking about Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Why are we discussing Goku Super Saiyan 3? Wait a minute now. I thought we were talking about Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Why what if this happened in 1990, where's Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta? Why are we talking about the history of Goku's transformation? Eobard, come on, man. You got to tighten up, buddy. You're talking about Goku. Let's just keep it going.
Against Buu was by introducing a new transformation, since Majin Vegeta, aka Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, had failed to even minimally hurt Majin Buu. Before Super Saiyan 3 debuted in the manga, Toriyama sketched a few different design ideas for what this potential form would look like.
And then they said, "Oh, this is the original form." So he gave that. No, even go look at Vegeta's transformation. His form doesn't even look like this, quite like this. His hair is like super stupid long. So it's not the original. It's not the original Super Saiyan 3. Okay, it's just not.
Including some that were rather interesting, like one where the hair wasn't quite as long as it wound up being, and another one where Goku grew his tail back, which is interesting because that idea would be used later on as well. These designs were left on the cutting room floor, never to be seen again outside of, guidebooks and different sort of behind the scenes documents, until Dragon Ball Daima took one of the early sketches for Super Saiyan 3 Goku.
No, it looks like look at this. It looks like garbage, guys. I mean, if they were gonna do this, why didn't they leave them adults? Why did they make them children? And this by the way is not 1994, Geekdom. So why do you say it started in 1994 when that was Goku's transformation, not Vegeta's? So what are we doing here? What are we talking about?
That Toriyama
No, I'm sorry, Eobard. What are we talking about, Eobard?
did and applied that idea to Vegeta's Super Saiyan 3. However, at the time in 1994, nobody, including Toriyama himself, ever thought this would ever be the case, and certainly not 30 years into.
So why did we go back to 1994 if it wasn't even thought of then?
The future. But we'll talk more about that.
Even if kitchen chaos has got you sweating, shipping costs shouldn't.
No.
In a little bit. Super Saiyan 3 is the final Super Saiyan transformation in the original run of the manga, and the last that Toriyama himself created until Super Saiyan God.
Why are we talking about Super Saiyan God I thought this was supposed to be the history of Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Why are we going through the Super Saiyan transformations? Why are we talking about God now? Could it be that you don't have anything to say about Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, so you started talking about everything else? Could that be the answer? Could it be you have to pad the video because you did this for 23 minutes? Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, there's really nothing to talk about when it comes to that, because the only anime he appeared in was Dragon Ball Daima, and the only other time he appeared outside of that was freaking Xenoverse. So I mean, are we gonna talk about Xenoverse and Dragon Ball Daima for 23 minutes, or no, or we're just gonna do what we're doing now and discussing all the other transformations around Super Saiyan 3 and Goku? We're talking about Goku. He's been talking about Goku since we started this.
Which was 2 decades later. Goku and Gotenks were the only characters to use Super Saiyan 3, as Vegeta never had a chance to get it.
And we're still talking about Gotenks and other people besides Vegeta.
In fact, in the anime-only sequel to Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Vegeta was once again snubbed. Yes, he got Super Saiyan 4, but he skipped Super Saiyan 3.
Now we're talking about Super Saiyan 4. Wow, could it really be that he doesn't have anything to say about Super Saiyan 3? Why do you make a 23-minute video about Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, but you haven't mentioned Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta?
After GT,
you mentioned it in Daima. Then it went on to Super Saiyan Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, and then now we're in GT and wherever else the hell we're going.
Dragon Ball came to an end for a while, and the only things that the fans could really look forward to were video games and things like that, as Toriyama went into retirement. However, This turned out to be a blessing for people who wanted Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, because Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta would be gifted to the fandom, albeit not in the way they were expecting, and not from Toriyama. But if you want to learn more about Super Saiyan 3, don't forget to check out the Super Saiyan 3 transformation.
Why? We already know everything there is to know about it. Why do we have to have a 40-minute video explaining it? We were all there when he first turned Super Saiyan 3. We all know that it drains severe stamina. We all know that he has no eyebrows. We all know that his hair grows out, and he can't do it but for probably about 30 minutes tops before it goes out because the form's unstable and all the other garbage. So why do we? That's all there is to know about it. I mean, good God, and it's a multiplier. It's 4 times stronger than Super Saiyan 2. Okay, let's do the video right now. Super Saiyan 3 explained. It's 4 times stronger than Super Saiyan 2. Your hair grows out. Your eyebrows disappear. You have black pupils in the middle of your eyes instead of just plain out green ones. You can't sustain the form no more than 30 minutes due to the energy drain and stamina crap. That's Super Saiyan 3. And it's something that Toriyama pulled out of his butt because he needed Goku to stall Majin Buu long enough for Trunks to get to Dragon Radar. There. You don't need a 30-minute video for that.
Guide video here on the Geekdom 101 YouTube channel as we go into a lot more of this story in detail. But for now, let's get refocused on Vegeta's attainment of Super Saiyan.
Oh, for now, after what 6 minutes into the video, we're going to get right back to Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, even though there's not really much to say about it because everything you've pretty much said about it is all there is out there. Huh? Yeah, well, whatever.
3 and what led to it. The first Super Saiyan 3
I thought you said 1994 led to it. What happened with that?
Was not from Akira Toriyama, nor was it in GT. We established that. No, my friends, like with a lot of things established in Dragon Ball,
It was fan-made. It was fan-made garbage.
the first time we ever saw Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta was in the realm of the Dragon Ball video games.
Yeah, okay.
In 2009, Dimps released
I thought it was 1994. I'm not going to let go of that,
a
sorry.
game called Dragon Ball Z Dragon Battlers. And this game would be the first time we would ever see not just Super Saiyan 3 Broly, but Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. At the time, I can remember Vegeta fans being happy because even though
It was still fan-made stuff. That's non-canon. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is non-canon. Just like Daima is really not canon because it doesn't make sense to the original continuity. None of that crap makes sense. Super, in my mind, as far as I'm concerned, is not canon because it doesn't make sense according to the end of Z. It's just a bunch of fan-made garbage. I don't care who made it. I don't care if the actual writers of the series made it. It's still fan-made garbage.
we had already seen the GT Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, a lot
Toriyama approving of it doesn't make it any less fan-made garbage. GT was a fan-made. All he did was put his signature on it. But it's still fan-made garbage.
of fans didn't like GT even back then, while others were happy Vegeta got Super Saiyan 4, but didn't like the fact that it took Bulma's Brutes Waves amplification.
What's the difference? They both used Blitz Waves. Goku looked at the Earth to get Blitz Wave, and Bulma had an amplifier. They still did it. They still both did it the same way. They still got exposed to Blitz Wave. So I don't know why they keep saying, oh, Vegeta cheated. Goku looked at the Earth and got Blitz Wave. They both got Blitz Wave. So what's the difference? They both got it. It's like if I go out and do some maintenance work and make $50. or somebody, and then somebody else does a tax return. It makes $50 or $100. They both earned the money. They both earned it because Vegeta still had to master the golden age. He still had to come to his senses when he transformed, just like Goku did. Because even Pan said that's what Grandpa did when he transformed. They went through the same crap to transform. So one of them was artificially, the other one, the Blood Wave, were artificial. He still had to master his great apes golden crap. They still had to do the same thing. So that's the part I didn't get. Well, Vegeta cheated. No, they went through the same thing. Vegeta's not, one thing he is a cheater. He's not gonna accept help to get stronger than Goku. That's one thing he's not gonna. That's that Saiyan pride. Even Goku didn't want to accept help to become Super Saiyan God. It's just something they don't. It's just not for them. They'll do it to save the earth or some crap like that, but they won't. That's why Goku does the Spirit Bomb as a last resort. He doesn't because he doesn't like doing it. He only wants to do it when it's a fair fight. He wants to beat you in a fair fight. That's why he tries so many other. That's why he does the thing he does when it comes to martial arts, because he really wants to beat you in a fair fight. You know, that's just the way it is. Because people complain about Goku never wins in a fair fight because he only wants a fair fight. Now, if he's the type of person to deal whatever it took to win, yeah, he probably have a lot more wins under his belt. You know. But that's why he does Spirit Bomb and all that other stuff. Because he fights opponents that's so much stronger than him, then he comes to a last resort where he has to do whatever it takes to win. But anyway, let's get back on track. I don't want to ramble, not in this video, because I can't get off track from roasting, because I gotta release this aggression, because yeah, some things happened today where I have to get this off my chest, and I have to do it.
Machine to get him to the form. I think people would have preferred it if he got it by other means. Nevertheless,
it's still the same. I didn't really care. I didn't mind because it was just still the same. He still got Blitz waves.
This was our first look at Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, and unlike
it wasn't in GT though. But you brought GT up even though it wasn't in GT. I don't know why you did that, sir.
Like what we saw in Dragon Ball Daima, this
is a word I'm trying to think of. It starts with a P. A. D. I think it's padding. Oh yeah, that's the word right there. Padding. Sir, you're out of content. Just let it go.
Version of Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta not only looked like the more traditional Super Saiyan 3s like Goku and Gotenks that we saw in.
And again, why are we talking about Goku?
Shots are hard. Saving money on car insurance shouldn't be.
Don't care about commercials.
The original Toriyama works, it didn't have any Toriyama involvement. This version of Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta was designed by longtime Dragon Ball animator, animation supervisor, and character designer Tadayoshi Yamamuro, and was meant to resemble the Super Saiyan 3s that we had already seen in the past, with the long hair going far down Vegeta's back and the lack of eyebrows. Dragon Battlers predates both Dragon Ball Heroes and Dragon Ball Raging Blast, which both featured this version of Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. For a long time, that's the only Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta we would ever see, and many of us, including yours.
Oh, is that because, is that the reason why you decided to pad the video out for 23 minutes? Because it's not really much to talk about, but you decided to make a 23-minute video on it anyway? So you can get past the monetization crap. So you just pad it and milk people and stuff. There's not much to talk about in here. I'm curious to see what the rest of this video is. I'm just really, really curious, because it can't be 23 minutes of this garbage.
Truly until 2024. We just assumed that would be it. We just thought that Well, Vegeta
It kind of was it until Daima. That's the only other time it showed up is Daima.
is never going to really get Super Saiyan 3, and by the time we get to the Dragon Ball Renaissance, where there's God forms and Vegeta's training with Beerus and Whis, and he's unlocked much, much higher levels of power, there's no point for Vegeta to ever go back to Super Saiyan 3. It just didn't make sense, especially with the fact that Super Saiyan 3 has its drawbacks. That is, until Dragon Ball Daima.
Until the heaping, steaming pile of garbage known as Dragon Ball Daima. And why was Gohan not in Daima? Why did, it didn't make any sense for Gohan to not be in Daima. He was part of the main cast. He had a role in defeating Majin Buu. They said all the people, all Goku's friends and Goku and his friends that helped in beating Majin Buu. He had a role in beating Majin Buu. So why was nothing? Just forget it. Just stop. Let's just we can't think too hard or else our brains will explode.
Dragon Ball Daima was revealed to have been taking place shortly after the Majin Buu saga, 3 years before the events of Battle of Gods. Therefore, during that small window, there was room to tell a little story of Goku and the gang going to the Demon Realm. And because the Dragon Ball Daima story acted very much like a sequel to the Majin Buu saga, there may not have been a better time to introduce.
This is stupid. Look at this form. I don't think this looks very impressive to me. Some people like it, some people love it. I don't love it. It's not lovable. If you do it the regular way that it was originally done, then I may have been okay with it. Other than that, it's just like Super Dragon Ball Heroes. Some fan-made trash to promote a dumb video game. I would have accepted it if it was just part of some kind of stupid promotion to promote a video game, just like Dragon Ball Heroes was. Don't make stuff like this part of the canon story, even though it's obviously, clearly, deliberately an alternate timeline. But you call it, oh, it's canon. It's part. It took place before Super. Stop. Just stop it. No, it doesn't. None of this crap makes sense. The Supreme Kai and Kibito, they separated by letting Buu absorb them. That didn't happen in Super. So let's stop this. Let's stop this stupid stuff. None of this crap makes any sense. And the fanboys know this, but they keep sucking it off anyway. And then it makes great sense. When you watch Super, you're going to be confused because everything's connected. No, it's not. No, it isn't. None of this crap is connected because none of it makes any sense. It's all dumb. It's all garbage. It all should be non-canon. Everything after the original run of Dragon Ball Z should be deemed as non-canon because it sucks balls. And we all know it does. And these people keep sucking it off as if it really is going to make it, sucking it off is going to make it better for some reason when it doesn't make it any better.
Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta than right here. Now, was Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta introduced to appease the Vegeta fans? Was it
Yes, it was. It was fan service garbage.
Introduced as fan service?
Yes, fan service. You answered your own question. Fan service. Trash. Garbage.
A way to add more DLC to video games and more forms for Vegeta? I think the answer to this is yes, all of the above. I think it's no secret that Dragon Ball does do things that are fan servicey, and even though
after Z, it's been nothing but fan service. It's been nothing but garbage. It's been nothing but trash. It's been nothing but filth. It's just been a disgrace. Raditz. The Raditz arc is way thousands of times better than this stuff that's out now. I would rather watch everything in Ocean Dub than watch this stuff. And the Ocean Dub In the Boo arc, I've seen snippets of it. It was kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie, but it's still better than this.
By the time we got to 2024 and we had already
Oh God, no! Please don't bring this up. That's all. And I'm glad we start. I'm glad we post. I'm glad this photo is up here. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta from Daima was this. Was was Ego, Ultra Ego. That's really all it is. Ultra Ego. It's a palette swap from Ultra Ego. Just look at it. I want y'all to look. I want y'all to really understand what they're doing to you as fans. I want y'all to understand this. All people cheer this crap on, and they defend Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta to the end of Earth. All it is a palette swap of Ultra Ego. That's all it is. They give y'all crap. That's what people with brains are actually trying to tell y'all. They give you garbage, and y'all accept it. Oh, it's Toriyama's gift. No, he took a dump in your mouth, and all you did was swallow it. And you say it's a gift. You call it a gift. It's the same thing. They give you the same transformations over and over, and all of them are useless. None of them get the job done. He's had Super Saiyan 3. It didn't finish the job. He had Goku did Super Saiyan 4 in Daima. Guess what, guys? Guess what, boys and girls? It didn't do the job. It took one of the Majin Doodoo or Cuckoo or Coochie, whichever one, hit Gum in the back of the head with the book. No one, all these powerful people, these powerful transformations, all these shining lights, and none of them do the job. It's always some random fucker. Just like when Copy Vegeta, it took what's that man name? I can't even remember his name now. Monaka. He beat Copy Vegeta. Goku couldn't do it. Y'all seeing the pattern? Y'all seeing the writing on the wall? This Ultra Ego is really all that was a palette swap. They palette swapped it and called it Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and called it Dragon Ball. And y'all sucked it off and jizzed it up and was excited about it. Oh, it looks pretty dope. It's the same stuff over and over and over again, and y'all just suck it off and eat it up. That's why they keep giving it to y'all, because y'all accept it like a bunch of morons.
already seen Vegeta do Ultra Ego in the manga, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta sort of felt like it was, I don't know, like
a copy, like a piece of crap.
Pointless, maybe?
Very pointless. Garbage.
However, that may not have been the case for everyone. Back in the summer of
Oh, it's definitely the case for me.
2024, July 29th, knowing what was going to happen, I took a poll on X asking people how they would feel if we saw Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta in Daima. Obviously, I knew it was coming, but I did not want to reveal it yet to the public.
You knew it was coming. You knew everything about Daima. Is that why you called it Dragon Ball Magic when it first came out, sir? Is that why you didn't know what the hell the title was of it was? Is that why you kept calling it Dragon Ball Magic? Because if I recall, when you were first doing this stuff, you called it Dragon Ball Magic, and you said you didn't know anything about it. That was just, that was my thing. That's what I got from it. Maybe I saw it wrong, though. Maybe I saw it wrong. But last time I saw, you was calling Dragon Ball Magic, and you really didn't know what the hell was going on. But all of a sudden, I knew it all along. I knew everything about it. Ha 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 ha. I knew it, secret information that no one knew, even though you didn't know in the beginning. But all of a sudden you knew everything.
But
Yeah.
I wanted to gauge interest. 48.1% of people said they were all for it. 37.2% said it didn't matter to them, and then 14.7% said they didn't want to see it. So the majority were okay with it, and Daima gave it to us. Maybe in a way that was unexpected, but when it happened, people were really, really excited.
I wasn't.
But because of the time,
I was not excited about it.
and its
No.
relationship to Dragon Ball Super.
I was not excited about it.
fans were confused.
I was not excited. I thought it was garbage.
Are you tired of flipping houses, inconsistent results, always chasing your next deal, and constant competition?
No, I'm not interested. Sorry.
So I think we
I was not excited. I really wasn't. I wasn't excited about Super Saiyan 3 Kid Vegeta. I really got stomped and called the N-word because I didn't like Super Saiyan 3 Kid Vegeta, and I was not excited about Super Saiyan 3 Kid Vegeta. Had no interest in it whatsoever. Oh, you're supposed to like it. It's Toriyama's gift. You should appreciate it. Suck my balls. I'm not appreciating garbage. I'm not appreciating none of this. It's crap. Why should we appreciate something that's bad? That's really bad. Why? Oh, it's his gift to us. No. If you want to give someone something, make sure it's good. Don't give someone a steaming pile of crap and say they just should appreciate it anyway because you're giving it to them.
answered why now. And
No.
the obvious why now is because they wanted to do some fan service for Vegeta. In fact,
Pretty much.
Akio Ioku himself and Aya Komaki and some of the other producers of Dragon Ball Daima got together on a commentary track for the home release of Daima, and they talked about how because they were going to go full bore with giving Goku.
That transformation is trash, by the way. I'm the whole Super Saiyan 4 transformation is just garbage. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that Super Saiyan stuff is garbage.
Super Saiyan 4, or at least the
In Daima, Super Saiyan 3 looks god awful for Vegeta. Super Saiyan 4 is looks pitiful. I'm sorry, it looks pitiful. People saying they love it, they like it, it's hype. No, not to me. It's not hype. Not at all. It looks trash. It pales in comparison to the original Super Saiyan 4 transformation. It just pales in comparison to it. It's really just not. No, sir. It's fan service trash. They should have kept the original look. I don't know why they changed it. Don't know why they changed it. The worst decision they ever made. And I really don't give a crap who says anything about it. The fanboys can all just suck it. If y'all like it, I mean, that's on y'all. But it looks terrible. All this crap looks terrible. None of this crap is really. You should leave the trash anime and the trash transformations to the fanboys. What the worst thing they did was incorporate fanboy transformations into the anime. That's the worst thing they could have did. Incorporate all this red hair, blue hair, green hair, white hair, all this crap into the anime. No, that should have been reserved for fanboys only, fan content creators only, and just leave all that crap out of Dragon Ball. Instead, they're stealing ideas. They're taking ideas from the fanboys. Beast Gohan was already made, was already a transformation on YouTube. Goku with blue hair, Goku with white hair. All that stuff was already done on YouTube. They just Goku's character in Super stolen right from Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Nobody's stupid out here. All this stuff is just they're so uninspired and unoriginal. They're taking from the fans. and incorporating this crap into the anime. We didn't want Dragon Ball Z Abridged Goku. We thought it was funny in Dragon Ball Z Abridged. We didn't want it in Super. We thought white hair and all that crap was okay as long as it was fan-made art. We didn't want it in the series. And when you put it in Dragon Ball Z Superhero and had Goku take a dump and have his hair longer than his body, it was just freaking stupid. It was dumb. It was the worst thing you could have ever done. But you call it Dragon Ball. And then the fanboys suck it off and they say, if you don't like it, don't watch. Well, how about this? Go back and watch the original stuff. And you'll see why we're upset about it. You'll see why we don't like this trash. If you go back and watch the original stuff, it had nothing to do with it. None of this crap was in there. Goku was not a battle-hungry, raging moron. They didn't have all these ugly, stupid, pointless transformations that never got the job done. At least Super Saiyan 3 had its moment when in the Wrath of the Dragon. Super Saiyan 3 beat Hirudegan in Wrath of the Dragon. It had a movie, had its own movie. So that's why I value Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan 2 beat Bojack. It beat Cell. Super Saiyan 2 was badass. Super Saiyan 1, it beat Cooler. It beat Freezer. And Trunks, Super Saiyan 1, after training in the time chamber, he beat the androids and beat Cell. He was still great. He was probably grade 2, but he wasn't buffed up like Vegeta. He was still just a regular, he was still just a Super Saiyan. He wasn't Super Saiyan 2. So I'll still count it. But all these stupid transformations in Super never finish the job. They never do anything. They just come in and flash and they'll never do anything. Super Saiyan God, it lost against every threat. So did Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan Blue, yeah, it beat Frieza, but he had to go back in time to do it. That's after he got shot by Sorbet and all this other crap. It didn't do it by itself, so I'm not counting it. Didn't do it by itself. It didn't beat Hit until Goku wanted the rematch after he lost the first time. It beat a couple of randos in the Tournament of Power, but as far as winning the tournament, yeah, it took everybody to win. So I can't just say that those God forms actually mean anything or have any significant value. But in Z, each form did something. So, I mean, yeah, just compare them. Just compare them. Compare Z to Super. You'll see what the hell we're talking about.
Rebooted version, they would give Vegeta Super Saiyan 3. Now, I know a lot of Vegeta fans feel like he should have also gotten 4, and to be frank...
No, I don't care what he got. I didn't care. I didn't even watch this filth.
Frank, I do too. In fact,
No, I don't care. Why would you give him 3 and then 4? Goku didn't even know he could do 4. And why? Wait a minute. Hold up. How come he said he trained and didn't know he could pull it off? But at the same time, the Namek performed magic on him and unleashed the form. The Namek pulled it out of him and did magic on him to unleash the form. But he said he could do it on his own. He just didn't know he could do it. I'll just leave that question right there. We know it doesn't make any sense. We know it's stupid. We know it's dumb. We know it's a butt pull. Just something he just pulled out of his butt just for plot, just for show, smokes and mirrors and shiny crap. But we're just gonna, for the hell of it, we're just gonna ignore that question, even though it's a legitimate freaking question.
Outlined a way that he could get 4 in another season of Daima, should that ever happen.
It don't need to happen. It needs to end where it actually did end.
In my season 2 Daima plot.
No season 2. Okay, no season 2. Diamond just needs to end. Diamond needs to go away. We don't need season 2s. None of that. None of it.
Pitch video,
No.
which I would ask
No sir.
you to go check out because I think you'll like it. But
No, I probably won't like it because it's probably boring, just like this video. It's taking everything in me to roast it because I'm trying to keep from falling asleep.
digress. People want to know, when did Vegeta get Super Saiyan 3? How did he get it? And
You can't make this up. You can't make it. People like to know when did he get Super Saiyan 3? Boys and girls, I want y'all to know something. Hold on, I want y'all to know something. I want y'all to know something. I just want y'all to know something. Have y'all ever wondered when Vegeta got Super Saiyan 3? Have y'all ever wondered this? I want to know if anyone on this earth has ever wondered when Vegeta got Super Saiyan 3. The only time because from my understanding, Dragon Ball Z, he never got it. Dragon Ball GT, he never got it. Even though GT wasn't canon. Super, he didn't get it. He didn't care about it. He didn't even care to get the form because he had forms that were superior to it. And last time I checked, we all know, even if you didn't watch Daima, you saw in Daima when he transformed into a Super Saiyan 3. No one was wondering when he got the form, though. Because we all freaking saw it in Daima, in this trash anime known as Daima. The games were obviously non-canon. Any other Dragon Ball Heroes crap wasn't canon. So the only time he could have just... I don't...
why did he stop using it? The
He never... You mother...
answer is, well, seemingly obvious. Vegeta got Super Saiyan 3 off screen, just like how Goku...
No, he did. Only time he got was in Daima. You asshole. You know he never got it in the freaking... You know what? Let's keep going.
did, and just like how Gotenks did. Obviously, at some point during their training, Goku learned Super Saiyan 3 in the afterlife during the 7-year break between the Cell Saga and Buu.
All it was in Daima was a marketing ploy, was a butt pull, was just some stupid fan service garbage. He never got the form off screen, on screen, nothing. So why are you being a moron? Why are you being a dick-sucking piece of garbage about this? He never got the form, man. He never got it. For God's sake, man. He never got it. Except for Daima. And Daima was just fan service garbage. That's why he got it off screen. So did Goku. Goku got it off screen. So what is that? How special is that? Everyone got it off screen. What is this?
Saga. Gotenks used Super Saiyan 3 because Goten and Trunks had seen Goku use it, and the power of Metamorph fusion allowed the fused body of Gotenks to mimic Goku Super Saiyan 3. Now, a lot of folks have a problem with that, and I understand why.
No one really cares. No one cares. We didn't have a problem with it back then. We didn't. We didn't mind Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. I really just wanted Gotenks out of the way so Gohan could show up. Didn't really care for Gotenks at all. Like, at all, really. Didn't care for him at all.
Because
I mean, just like his flip-flop. I really didn't care for him. I like Great Saiyaman, but I really did not care for Gotenks at all. I could have done without Gotenks in the story at all. If he never existed, I would have been okay with it. I promise. I would have been okay.
it's a 7 and an 8-year-old.
Because I was just waiting for an adult to show up. I just really didn't care for kids being the protagonists outside of Goku in Dragon Ball, because Goku in Dragon Ball, he was a much better protagonist as a kid. Because he's a more serious fighter. He had, all they was concerned about was goofing off and doing spectacular stuff. It was gaggy and stuff like that, but I just wasn't into it. I just wasn't. I'm sorry.
Learning a power that the adult and more experienced Vegeta didn't know at the time. But what can you do, man? It's the way Toriyama wrote it. Now, at last, Vegeta got the power. So to get this answer, we need to go back to the original manga.
No, we don't, because it's not in there.
In the original manga, when Vegeta died after sacrificing himself to try to defeat Majin Buu, he witnessed what was going on planet Earth from the afterlife, and apparently saw Goku using Super Saiyan 3 against Majin Buu, because in universe, Goku had not shown Super Saiyan 3 to Vegeta and was using just Super Saiyan 2, and as a result of that, Goku was purposely not showing it to him because he at any point could have finished that fight off with Super Saiyan 3, and Vegeta was quite angry because he felt like Goku was taking it easy on him.
We know all of this.
Knowing that he had a stronger form, and I can kind of see where Vegeta's coming from. He's very competitive, so having an opponent hiding a higher power is not going to rub well with the prince, no matter what, version of Vegeta we're talking about. He's a highly competitive guy.
I got a question, though. What does all this have to do with Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta? I want to know what it has to do with Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, though. Can anyone answer this? What does this moment have to do with Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta? Is the correct answer nothing? Yeah, okay. If your answer is nothing, then I think we're on the same wavelength here.
So, after the defeat of Majin Buu, there was a few months to a year break before the events of Dragon Ball Daima took place, and clearly Vegeta was focused. Clearly he was hell-bent on matching Goku power for power, form for form. Yes, Vegeta did proclaim Goku to be number one in the Majin Buu arc, but at no point did that mean that Vegeta was going to give up training and trying to surpass Goku and really surpass everyone. So it makes logical sense that before the events of Battle of Gods, Vegeta didn't know there were even God forms, and neither did Goku. So,
and herein lies the major question then. If Daima takes place before Super, I have two questions for you. How the hell did Supreme Kai and Kibito split up inside Majin Buu? Then around the Battle of Gods arc, a couple of years later, they're fused again. And then they used the Namekian Black and Walls to split apart. That's question number one. How the hell did Supreme Kai and Kibito split up? Why did they do it two separate ways in both series? Why did they do the Dragon Balls in Super They used the Dragon Balls to split up in Super. Then they used Boo and Daima. Why did they separate two separate ways in both series? That's question number one. I need you to make sense when you answer this crap. None of that fans crap. None of that fan theory garbage. Number two. Why didn't he use Super Saiyan 3 against Beerus when he got angry enough to transform? And don't give me that, oh, he saw it was a stamina drain crap. When a god of destruction is trying to blow up the planet, when you have all the stakes on the table, oh, I'm just not going to give it my all. No, that doesn't make sense. Try again. Why didn't he use Super Saiyan 3 against Beerus? I got answers for you. I just want you to come up with this stuff. I want fanboys to come up with the answers. I have an answer. For the Super Saiyan 3 one especially. For the Super Saiyan 3 one, he didn't have the form in Battle of Gods. He didn't have it. Daima is just fan service garbage. He did not have the form in Super at all. At all, he did not have it. So the fact that Daima is supposed to take place before Super, it doesn't. It's its own continuity. It's its own garbage.
What's he gonna try and get? So he worked hard, and this was even confirmed from Bulma herself in the series, who discussed how hard Vegeta had been training in the episode when he showed off Super Saiyan 3 true strength against Tamagami 2. And what an episode it was. Yes.
Not really. It was garbage. I watched it. I watched some of it, some snippets of it. I didn't watch all this. I watched the first couple episodes of Daima, and I couldn't do it anymore because it was trash.
It was Kid Vegeta, but having
But I did watch the fight. The fight was okay at best.
Tamagami 2 get that upgrade from Neba and forcing Vegeta to go to 3 was a great all-time moment. People were going nuts over this.
And then here's my other question. How come Goku said he already he thought he could do Super Saiyan 4 on his own, but when the Namek it has the ability to give people upgrades. He gave Goku that upgrade. That's how he became Super Saiyan 4. But all of a sudden, he could do it on his own. He just wasn't sure about it. Does anyone feel like they're being duped here? Being scammed out of a stupid anime that really shouldn't have been made?
The day it happened, and I'll never forget it. Vegeta.
I will. It's forgettable. It's garbage.
Like
I can't forget how trash it is, though. So you're right, half right.
Goku was a determined bastard, and that's how he was able to get Super Saiyan 3. And even though Vegeta fans were ecstatic over this, the question was, well, okay, fair, Vegeta has Super Saiyan 3, but why didn't he use it in Dragon Ball Super, specifically in Battle of Gods?
Here goes the fanboy answer. Here goes the fanboy crap answer.
Now,
That's why I switched to ZW.
No, y'all don't get to switch to commercial. Y'all don't get to do this.
Yeah, because it's super fast, easy to use, and stable. I can open large files.
Y'all don't get to switch to commercial.
First, let's tackle Super. The obvious reason as to why Vegeta didn't use Super Saiyan 3 throughout Super is because there was no need to.
No. I see. Why did you skip past Battle of Gods? Why did you skip past it before he got the God forms? No. There was no need to. Why did you skip past the Battle of Gods? Why didn't Goku go Super Saiyan 4 Why did Goku go Super Saiyan 4 against Beerus, even though he had the form? Why don't we think about that? Huh? Why didn't Goku go Super Saiyan 4 against Beerus when he was on King Kai's planet? I want you to know that. I want you to understand this. Why didn't Goku go Super Saiyan 4 against Beerus? Please tell me. Please explain this to me. I have to know. I just really have to know this. There's no answer. There's no real answer. It's all fan-made garbage. Really? Huh? Hold on. Got a phone call. It's really trash. It's really fan service garbage. No one really thought this through. What? Wait a minute. Wait, what? They all just threw this stuff in so you can buy toys and crap. There was no real answer. Huh? Everything after Z was just bullcrap. And you just write it off as non-canon because none of it makes any sense. Vegeta never really had Super Saiyan 3. He never really had it. Diamond's just something Toriyama used to troll his fans. Really? Really? Let's continue. Let's continue this garbage.
He had learned Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue during the events after Battle of Gods, but before Resurrection F. So during that small window, that's when Vegeta learned how to use his God Ki. And by that point, the God forms were so much stronger than any of the traditional Super Saiyan.
Not really, because they still got beat by people. They still got beat. Even though the forms seemed and looked powerful, they were still getting beat by regular people. So you mean to tell me the people they fought in the Tournament of Power were so strong, they were beyond Super Saiyan Blue level. They were beyond any Super Saiyan level you can. They were beyond Kid Buu and all these other people they fought in Z. The people, just average Joes you saw in Tournament of Power that they had to go blue against to beat. You mean to tell me they were stronger than Kid Buu? All of them were stronger than Majin Buu. All of them were stronger than Brawly from Z. Yeah, okay. We're gonna roll with that. And the Android 17, he got the same power boost by fighting poachers. Great Saiyaman did more than that. And Gohan was still rusty. He was still weaker than his Cell Saga counterpart. But all he was doing was fighting off bad guys, just like 17 was doing. He didn't get any boost. He was still considered rusty. And then he was trained with Goten. He trained with Goten, and then he was fighting bad guys. But he was still considered rusty. He was still considered losing his fighting sense. He was going around, flying around, catching bullets, fighting crime, training with Goten, but he was still rusty. Oh, he didn't train. Even though he was shown training before he fought Deborah, but he was considered rusty. Yeah, okay.
Transformations.
None of this stuff makes sense.
There was no need to go back. There were times when they did go back, but there was no need to utilize Super Saiyan 3 when you've got Super Saiyan Blue. Like, it's just a different level of power. Now, we did see Goku use Super Saiyan 3 on 2 different occasions in Super.
We don't care about Goku. The whole video was really supposed to be about Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta explained, but it really didn't explain anything about Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. None of this explains Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. I think maybe 3 minutes of it explains Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, but the other 20 minutes, there's 20 other minutes to this.
Once against future Trunks because he was trying to gauge Trunks' power, and again in front of the Universe 6 Saiyans, specifically because he wanted to show Caulifla Super Saiyan 3, which of course would lead to her falling in love with the form and wanting to get it. And we're still waiting years later for that story to get followed up on, and who knows.
They're not going to get it. Super's not going to continue. It's over.
If it ever will.
even though you keep bringing it up ever since 2019, you kept bringing it up saying that it's coming back, it's returning, even though it hadn't been any sign of it returning, ever, like ever.
But I digress. But Goku didn't really use it against anybody serious. He had stuck with the God forms, right? Vegeta, same thing. But what about Battle of Gods? In Battle of Gods, we see Goku using Super Saiyan 3 against Beerus, but during the birthday party, when Beerus slaps Bulma, wouldn't that have been enough for Vegeta to go to Super Saiyan 3? Wouldn't that have been the time to do it? Well, maybe, but there's a few problems with that.
No, the problem is it didn't exist. He didn't have the freaking form. That's the problem. All this fanboy explanation crap. No, there's no other way to explain it. He didn't have the form. Let's stop. Let's stop this.
First and foremost is the
First and foremost, he didn't have it.
meta reason. Battle of Gods came out in 2013, and Daima didn't come out till 2024.
That's no excuse.
So obviously,
That's no excuse, damn it. No, don't you do that. You're not getting a cop out here. No. No, if you're going to connect a story, if you at least make it make sense. If he got angry in Battle of Gods, he should have gone Super Saiyan 3. You should have made him go Super Saiyan 3. And then, if you're going to do Daima, reveal it in Daima. That makes sense. That makes more sense. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's a cop-out. That's a cop-out. Come on, Eobard. Come on, Eobard. You know better than this. Tighten up, man. No, you can't explain this away. It doesn't make any sense. Well, the one came out later than the other. No. Doesn't make sense still. I don't care how you slice it. It doesn't make any sense. You can't make it make sense. He didn't have the form in Super, man. Just stop it. Just let it go. Just let it go, brother.
Toriyama and the staff had zero inclination they would ever make Dragon Ball Daima. There was...
Doesn't matter. You still shouldn't have put it in there if you're trying to connect it to something else. If you're trying to connect it to Super, you shouldn't put Super Saiyan 3 in it. If you know he didn't have the form in Battle of Gods. That's just dumb. Unless Daima is not connected to Super at all. They're just saying that to get you intrigued to watch the whole thing. Just some garbage they made up just to get you to watch it all. Even though it's really, 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 really not connected. Because there's so many things that contradict it that it's just not possible to connect it.
They didn't think that they would ever have
No.
a reason to give Vegeta Super Saiyan 3. So
No, sir.
That's obvious. I mean, Battle of Gods was the first.
There was no reason to give it to him anyway. If you're a writer, you control the narrative. They didn't ever have to give it to him. They never had to give it to him. Never. They never had to give him the form ever. But they chose to give it to him anyway. So that's a choice on their part. Hold on one second. All this is just a bunch of fanboy garbage. That's all it is. Fanboy garbage.
First Renaissance story, except for maybe the Yosun Goku OVA, and you're not going to really do it there. So that's the real life reason. But what about the...
Look at that. Look at how pathetic that transformation, that power up looked. They could have just left Battle of Gods alone. They could have left well enough alone. All this him crying on the floor and screaming. Look at all that how he did on in the Battle of Gods arc. All that was unnecessary. The way he powered up in Battle of Gods and went after Beerus, that was enough. We didn't need all this extra crap.
in-universe reason, does it make sense that Vegeta not use Super Saiyan 3 at all in the birthday party or anywhere else? It does, and
He didn't have the form. That's why he didn't freaking do it.
it's a question that was answered not only in Dragon Ball Daima, but it was actually answered all the way back in the original manga.
No, it wasn't.
If we go back to the original run of the manga, we find out during the battle with True Evil Boo, Kid Boo, the final battle of the original manga, we discover that Super Saiyan 3 has a huge drawback.
That's their excuse. Oh, it has a drawback. That's why he never used it. Why did Goku use it against Kid Buu then? I want to know this. If he didn't use it, even though the universe was in danger, why did Goku use it against Kid Buu? Why did he just go Super Saiyan 2 and power up with that and didn't give up when he couldn't win? Like Vegeta did against Beerus. Could it be that he didn't have the form? Could it be that Vegeta didn't have the form in Battle of Gods because there were two different continuities? Could it be that it wasn't thought of and it wasn't even there? Or are we just going to go with this drawback crap? We're just going to go with the stamina garbage. Why did Goku use it against Hirudegarn in the Wrath of the Dragon? If that's a legitimate reason. Why did he use it against Janemba? Why did he use it against anyone that was stronger than his Super Saiyan 2 form? Why? Oh, that's drawback, so he didn't use it. Bull crap. Bull crap. Why did Goku use it then? If it has drawbacks, why did even Goku use it? Oh, you gotta think about it. No, I'm not thinking about it. Why did Goku use it if it has drawbacks? We know it has drawbacks, but Goku still used it anyway against threats. Things that threaten the earth, that threaten the universe. Goku still used it because he had no choice. Beerus was going to blow up the planet Earth. So why the hell did he use it? Could it be because he didn't freaking have it? Could it be because it didn't exist in Vegeta's arsenal at the time? Could it be we're just making all this garbage up and we don't know why the hell we're here? Maybe.
And that is the fact that it has an atomic level amount of energy consumption.
That doesn't mean anything if the universe is in danger. You have to do something to save it. You have to do something to save the Earth.
The limitations of Goku's mortal body prevented him from being able to tap into the full power of Super Saiyan 3, and as a result of that, Super Saiyan 3 became a form that, while useful with quick fights to finish off opponents, against an opponent with the stamina of Majin Buu, who's almost immortal, it's not gonna work. And Goku's body completely shut down when he tried to do Super Saiyan 3 in the manga and in the climax of the Buu arc of Dragon Ball Z. So Vegeta witnessed that, probably took a mental note of it, but still probably thought, because he's Vegeta, well, if I get Super Saiyan 3, I'll figure out how to overcome the drawback. Which is exactly how Vegeta would think, right? That's exactly what he would say. He thinks he can do it better, but unfortunately that doesn't appear to be the case, because in Dragon Ball Daima, when we see Super Saiyan 3 adult Vegeta face off against Goma, Goku, on the sidelines watching the fight, states that Vegeta's running out of Super Saiyan 3. What does that tell us?
That this is fan-made garbage and I'm already getting bored. Look, screw this video. I'm tired of watching it. I'm tired. We get the point. It's just the same crap over and over. Daima, I don't want to watch this anymore. We'll probably do the next video sometime later because I don't want to watch this anymore. I'm bored. I'm done already. I've made my points. This is all garbage. There's no really I don't know why there's 23 minutes of this. I just really don't know why. But all I know is that Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, we can explain it in 2 minutes. It's some fan service garbage. It came in a couple of video games, and then it showed up in Dragon Ball Daima. Dragon Ball Daima, yeah. That's when it showed up. officially in an anime outside of some fan garbage. And yeah, we know about Super Saiyan 3. We know it has stamina drains and all this other stuff. But the real reason, the real inner universe reason behind it was because Toriyama didn't want to draw that hair. Yeah. It has nothing to do with the stamina crap. Toriyama just didn't want to draw the form over and over because all the hair and stuff. Just like how Super Saiyan came to be in general. He drew the hair. He didn't want to color it in. That's how Super Saiyan became yellow. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that, yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it for this one. Just let me know what y'all think in the comments. I am not, I'm just here doing my job. And apparently I need to do it more because the Dragon Ball community is trash. The content creators are trash. The animes is trash. Everything around it is trash. I was going to change my content a little bit and bounce around a little bit, but apparently I can't because these people are just they're out of control. And, yeah, I lost focus for a minute and was going to just veer off into another direction, but I guess I don't need to. I need to keep roasting this crap. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. Let me know what y'all think in the comments anyway, but, it's been Dragon Ninja. We're signing out. Catch y'all on the next one.